My team brought me to Hong Kong and said, let's channel Bruce Lee. And I took it seriously under the hands of Wing Chun Kung Fu master Sam Lau. He said, block chop, block chop, block chop. I thought I was ready. It's my turn now.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Left, 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 left. Correct, right, master? Left, left, Nancy, master left me. Come to think of it, my team didn't say, let's channel Bruce Lee. They said, let's humiliate Marie. The Lifestyle Lab was never about being an expert. It's about trying new things, new places, and occasionally, my patience. Every episode is an experiment. Some days it's luxurious treatments and gourmet bites. Other days it's me learning martial arts. We always don't know what we're doing, but we are always game to try. This is the Lifestyle Lab's Hong Kong experiment. I've been to Hong Kong many times, but this time we're doing things differently. In this two-part special, we're bringing you Hong Kong in two distinct ways. Like a perfectly prepared Peking duck, half crispy, half tender.
It's really delicious. Melts in your mouth.
One part is Sky High, where we take you to the skies, uncover record-breaking art, and toast at some of the best bars in Asia. Oh my God! The other, it's about the subtle elegance, heritage, and stillness. It's quiet luxury, Hong Kong style. This is the Lifestyle Lab's Hong Kong experiment. First up, quiet luxury. But what exactly is quiet luxury? The term has actually existed for decades, referring to old money style, but now quiet luxury is having a major moment again, thanks to TV shows like Succession and TikTok trend booms. It does not only apply to fashion. It's the art of living well without shouting about it. It's a lifestyle of refinement, restraint, richness and experience, not appearance. Speaking of quiet luxury, does having a yacht all to myself with the film crew still count? But hey, I was doing it for the show. I boarded a private Fullerton yacht, not knowing exactly where we were headed, just that it involved words, hidden destinations. Intriguing. There's just something about being on water that's so calming. Or maybe that's just what happens when you're surrounded by silence, sea views, and an open bar. So right in front of us is Llama Island. So we're looking now at Llama Island, but there are different parts of Llama Island, and this is a place where you can also explore. It gives me an idea of what next to do here in Hong Kong. This is a place where you can have seafoods, and there are a lot of cute little cafes, and it's constantly evolving. And we weren't the only ones exploring, we saw tourists too. Llama Island is one of Hong Kong's best kept secrets. It's a favorite escape for locals and in-the-know travelers looking for something slower and greener. It's a rare place in Hong Kong where you can hike, swim, have seafood feast, and catch the sunset. All in the same day and all without accidentally ending up in a shopping center. We've just sailed through Llama, and right now I'm just enjoying the peace and quiet, and we're heading to Aberdeen next. we're now approaching the Aberdeen Typhoon Shelter. So this is basically where the fishermen park their boats, and it's safe. As you can see, you know, the water's calmer here. We're entering a safe zone, I suppose, for the boats. And this is where they do wholesale selling of the fish. You can pass old school sampans bobbing next to sleek yachts like this one. You can really see the striking contrast, but it works. This is really very much Hong Kong. Aboard the Fullerton's private yacht, you don't just see the city, you feel it in a whole new way. I could say effortless, elegant, and unbothered. And honestly, I think this is quite luxury. And then there I was, standing in the bow of the yacht. And I just had to do it. Warning, this next part involves singing, so viewer discretion and possibly earplugs are advised. I warned you. What I realized soon after is that I summoned all the dark clouds in the area, so we had to head back to safety. After cruising through Hong Kong's high seas in style, I dropped my anchor and made my way to Stanley. Stanley was a bustling tourist favorite, now quietly finding its charm again. Okay, so I remember visiting Stanley as a kid before, and it was one of the tourist destinations that we visited. It was quite busy, so this is something different. Coming back now, it felt familiar and entirely new. Don't get me wrong, the place still has all the seaside magic, but now with quaint cafes and hidden boutiques. It felt a bit like South of France, but maybe on a budget because it's a bit small. Bringing back the topic of quiet luxury, it's also about taste, restraint, and knowing how to appreciate the past. Which brings us to Murray House and Blake Pier, two historic gems that prove elegance can be timeless and relocated stone by stone. Have you ever heard of a second act in architecture? Well, I'm standing in front of one. This may just look like a usual European manor by the sea, but this one has been moved, rebuilt, and reborn. By the way, this is called Murray House. Murray? This could be my house. The Murray House is one of Hong Kong's oldest colonial buildings. It was originally built in Central in 1846 as officers' quarters. This Victorian-style era building was dismantled in the 80s, brick by brick, and it was put back here together again, just like a jigsaw puzzle. Isn't that cool? I can't believe how they put this all back together. So here in Murray House, you don't just take photos, you actually time travel. From the balconies of Murray House, you also get a clear view of Blake Pier. Okay, Okay, so I'm learning a little bit about history in here, and this is the Blake Pier. It was named after Sir Henry Blake, the 12th governor of Hong Kong, in 1898 and 1903. Blake Pier once served as the landing place for new governors and British royal dignitaries visiting Hong Kong, until this role was taken over by the first Queen's Pier, built in the 1920s at the waterfront of Connaught Road beside Blake Pier and Star Ferry Pier. I like that this feels like a time travel, and remembering what I read in the history, that this is a place, or this pier was built for the arrival of the governors and royalties. So it just makes me think of them arriving, and I'm greeting them. Good day, Governor. Welcome, Governor. Good day. Please, let's come here. It is also a great spot to take it all in. Early in the morning, before the crowds roll in, it's quiet, calm, when everything still feels like it's just for you. After a stroll through heritage and seaside charm, we follow the curve of the coastline to Repulse Bay Beach. I feel like I've hit a mute button because this is in such contrast to how central Hong Kong is. It's so busy, and then there's so much city chaos. But here, it's just peace and quiet. I'm not seeing any tourists in sight, and the weather is just wonderful for a beach day. I cannot believe it's only 20 to 30 minutes away from central Hong Kong. Oh my God, it's so cold. In a city of rooftop bars and high-speed everything, sometimes you've got to pause and pay your respects to the sea goddess, no less. This temple is dedicated to the goddess of the sea, Tin Hau, and this sanctuary has been protecting fishermen, sailors, and let's be honest, even heartbroken beachgoers. And if divine protection doesn't catch your eye, the visuals definitely will. This temple is a burst of color with mosaic tile dragons, towering gods, and the famous Longevity Bridge. So behind me here is the Longevity Bridge, and legend has it that every time you cross the bridge, it adds 3 days to your life. So I think I want to live longer. Long life, long life. I mean, it's not a bad deal. 3 days extra plus a good photo. Naturally, I had to make a quick offering to the gods. You know, just the usual stuff: wealth, wisdom, and maybe a baby or two. You know, the deluxe package. Once I admired the stone and piers of the past, it was time to embrace another classic: lunch with a view. Ta-da-da-dun! So I headed to the Verandah, where the ceilings are high, the clotted cream is generous, and where the ghosts of Einstein and Hemingway may or may not be judging your lunch orders. The Verandah is more than just a gorgeous spot for afternoon tea. It's the modern-day remnant of one of Hong Kong's most legendary landmarks, the Repulse Bay Hotel. There's so much history here. You were telling me about it. It makes me appreciate the place more. Can we go back to what we were telling me when I got here first?
So we started as the famous Repulse Bay Hotel, dating back in 1920s, and at that time a lot of guests coming to the hotel. Famous people like Ernest Hemingway, Albert Einstein, and also Annie Chun, the very famous Chinese female writer.
Knowing that I would be dining where, maybe Hemingway had a drink or Einstein had a meal. Yeah, it's quite special. It makes the experience even better.
So as you can see, there are a lot of items that we kept from the past, and especially for the stained glass, and also some of the windows, and also doors of the veranda. So when a guest came in, actually they can feel that they are transported to the golden era of the hotel at that time. It's just chefs being here to rejuvenate the menu, while at the same time we honor the traditions from the past.
After soaking in the stories of the past, it was time to experience what the veranda is serving in the present, namely lunch. And let's just say Chef Jordi Valles isn't here to play it safe.
The Repulse Bay reminds me a little bit of my hometown, Barcelona, from Spain. I like to bring this kind of refreshing seafood dishes that reminds me my childhood. I like the coastal view that we have here. Is a privilege to have in Hong Kong. I would like to bring the similarity of sharing a meal that we have in Spain, like that we have, for example, the tapas. The tapas, what is sharing, it will be very similar to here to the dim sum. They all sharing from the table. We will have a new section on the menu that is called bites. That it will be a bit related on this style of sharing food. One of the dishes is the lamb shoulder. It's a very tender part of lamb. It's served with very tender potatoes and also a sauce made out of parsley, coriander, garlic, chili, like something very yummy.
Yes. I came for the views, stayed for the heritage, and left full of beautifully plated nostalgia. But don't worry, I'm pacing myself, because up next, it's the high priest of Hong Kong's fine dining. Michelin stars ahead. We're still in Hong Kong. At this point, we've already tried different interpretations of quiet luxury here. But these next ones are my favorite because they're served on a tasting menu. Here in the heart of the city, there's a restaurant where everything speaks in whispers through soil, sustainability, and verses of restrained brilliance. This is Roganic, the Michelin-starred and Michelin Green-starred restaurant by Chef Simon Rogan, a man with 10 Michelin stars under his belt, but who chooses to let the vegetables do the talking.
I'm a firm believer if you're really passionate and determined about what you want to do, you generally find what you're looking for. So we started off with a handful of people, like I said, and over the years they've got bigger and better at what they do. And then along the way, there's lots of others that have sprung up, and now there's quite a thriving community of growers in the area, which can pretty much support us and a lot of the other restaurants now that have taken hopefully inspiration from us about the Green Star to push on themselves and to get a Green Stars of their own. So very proud to be part of that and to inspire people to do the right thing.
Chef Simon was one of the first chefs in the world to receive a Green Star, an award not just for good food, but for good practices as well.
As we like to say, sustainability is not an option, it's a necessity. It's all been done in the right way, grown naturally without any pesticides or anything like that, which is how it should be. Then we can take those humble ingredients and dress them with our different cooking styles to really elevate them to another level. So it's all about those humble ingredients. It's not about the prime ingredients imported from France or the UK or anywhere else for that matter. It's about trying to use what's on your doorstep to elevate it to an absolutely fantastic dish.
At Roganic, it's all about the ingredients. Organic, local, and seasonal. And with the mindset, low waste, high impact. Even their interiors follow the same rules: calm, clean, and considerate. Leading the charge at Roganic Hong Kong is head chef Adam Catterall. And with his over 15 years of experience at elite kitchens, Chef Adam merges culinary expertise with a designer's eye.
So right now in the bowl we have the tomatoes, which are coming from Farmhouse Productions, which is a local farm here in Hong Kong, coming from the new territories, so all organically grown. And then we have the fresh tomatoes, topped with some semi-dry tomatoes, adds a nice chewy texture to the dish. And then a really intense tomato gel. So we reduce the tomato water, the fresh tomato water, season with a little perilla. And then we have a tomato granola. We've used pistachio seeds. So we made a granola using the skins of the tomatoes to season the granola as well.
Okay, so the plate looks so beautiful. I saw Chef Adam plate this, and it gives you a better appreciation. Everything is just so fresh, sourced from the farmers here in Hong Kong. It's a bit smoky and sweet. The tomatoes are very sweet. Burst of flavor in your mouth when you bite into the tomato. And then there's a smokiness to it, and then the herbs, and then some texture. It's just such a good bowl. Wow. I'm gonna have another bite. Delicious.
So we start the dish with a prune and vanilla puree. Next we have a little duck leg sausage. We season that with some of the liver of the duck, the liver and the heart. We also got a little bit of fermented mushroom and some aromats, so some thyme and rosemary also in there. We have some beautiful local Hong Kong carrots coming from Zen Farm. Lots of different nice colours on the plate.
Oh, wow. That's delicious. It's so good. Oh my gosh. It's so juicy. I'm gonna have another bite because I was just speechless, quite honestly, when I had the first bite. Oh my God. Melts in your mouth. It's just the perfect balance of flavors.
The menu changes depending on what's in season, what's in the soil, and what aligns with the zero waste goals. It's all the good stuff done right. No fuss, just flavor, care, and really, really good food.
Oh my gosh, it just keeps on makes you wanna have more.
In a city known for its flash and fast pace, Roganic invites you to slow down, savor, and think about where your food comes from. Because honestly, sometimes the most luxurious thing you can do is to care. You know you're in Hong Kong when even tofu is wearing a Michelin star. Welcome to Mora, a restaurant that proves luxury doesn't have to sizzle or sparkle. Sometimes it just sets and tries to save the planet while it's at it. Since 2022, Mora has held a Michelin Green Star, an honor reserved for restaurants that go beyond great food and into the realm of sustainability. Think of a gold star, but make it compostable. Here, the star of the show is soy. You heard it right, soy.
So over COVID, I thought the way we dine and our lifestyle would change a lot, especially in the dining scene. So I've decided to build a restaurant that's more today. And what people care about is sustainability and also eating healthy with fresh food. And I think it's so important in Hong Kong that we stress that as well. It's not the easiest city to be sustainable. So came up with this concept of replacing meat protein with the plant protein from soy. So what we do here is we have a menu that is soy focused. So we run many different kinds of soy texture into the menu, from very liquid to very hard. We get beans that are non-GMO. We start from scratch and we brew a very strong soy milk that's thick and flavorful, and we go from there and incorporate it into every single dish. So our idea is not to say you should be vegetarian, but you should incorporate plant protein in your diet. And it's got such a long history in Chinese cuisine, and people love it in Hong Kong.
You know, it also has this I guess, perception that it's boring, it's just plain. And what kind of challenges do you encounter, you know, using this ingredient?
Yes. I was, of course, very worried at the beginning because people would be like, I wouldn't want to pay so much for soy because it's kind of viewed as like very bland food.
Yes.
But we are, because of the soy milk that we make that is so flavorful, and we were able to incorporate different things inside, people really enjoy that. And we also remind people that you can incorporate this in your daily diet cooking at home.
Because we're also new about it. I was already excited to try Mora, but then I found out their general manager, Deborah, is Filipina. So now I'm not just extra excited, I'm extra proud.
I'm gonna have the soy milk first. It's different, huh? Shut up. Soy skin croissant. It's so pretty, you don't want to eat it. Now I want to eat it. Yummy. And that's just one dish. A cooled geoduck noodle. Shut up, it's good. It's so good. It's like a cold soup. The noodles are so delicious as well, and the geoduck is so fresh. And then it's creamy as well, and then the herbs and spices. So this is one of Chef Vicky Lau's signature dishes, and now I understand why. I think this is a dish that you would try and then crave to have more of. The yellow chicken, I can't describe like how it is, but it's something that's familiar. You know, it's still very much like a Chinese dish, but at the same time, it's very clean and it's very light. It's not very oily like how you would always have most of these dishes made. I've been having tofu and soy in every dish, and every single time you wouldn't think at all that there's soy, that soy is the star of the dishes because it's also inventive, it's so different. And that's what I like about it.
Sustainability is so huge now. We see Michelin stars a lot, but to be able to do Green Star, what do you need to be to make it to a Green Star?
I think first of all the concept needs to be right. every country will have a different standard. In Hong Kong, I think it's working with a lot of local farmers and finding a way to source something that is very sustainable that can be used completely.
In a world of loud flavors and even louder presentations, Chef Vicky Lau proves that elegance can come in a form of tofu and soy milk.
This one here is dessert, and it does not look like dessert. It looks like a savory dish. I love how it's presented.
At Mara and Organic, the experience is thoughtful from start to finish, where sustainability, seasonality, and purpose shape every bite. So yeah, my tummy was full, but somewhere between the soy, the microgreens, and those Michelin stars, it hit me. Luxury doesn't always have to shout. Sometimes it's just about doing things better, even with food. But don't touch that ginger tea just yet. Our Hong Kong experiment continues as my team turns me into their next lab rat yet again, with Chun and traditional Chinese medicine up next. So wish me strength, balance, and maybe a little less bruising. From tofu to therapy, we're trading soy for spa. Because wellness isn't just about what you eat, it's also about restoring balance from inside out. We headed to the legendary Peninsula Spa in Hong Kong, where ancient healing meets five-star indulgence.
So I've just arrived here at the Peninsula Spa, and I am gonna try their 100 minutes Han massage. It is inspired by TCM, or traditional Chinese medicine. So this is something that I've never done before. I'm looking forward to it.
As you guys have seen, I've done a lot in the name of wellness. Yoga, breathwork, even ice baths. But this time, I'm getting aligned the traditional way. Through qi, meridians, and oils inspired by the 5 elements. The experience begins with a personalized consultation where the therapist assesses your yuan points, a key part in TCM diagnostics.
It's combined with Western and Chinese technique. See what you feel like today, and any like example, what you feel like today, you're tired, or how's your sleep, anything bothering you for like last 2 weeks.
So I feel very like run down, tired, and also I've been having joint pains lately.
And it's like
Old age.
no way.
And yeah, so like a bit more like my allergies are acting up because it's I have constant allergic rhinitis. So I have a lot of problems. Do you have the whole day? Then you choose 3 aromatherapy oils based on your energy needs.
First one is fire. Fire that have is our blood vessel related to our blood vessel, and also is our heart. So this one is really good for sleeping, calming down. So this is all your concern too. You're really tired.
Perfect.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. So this one have the wood. This is from wood.
Yes.
And this is fire, and this is wood. So this presented for our tendons. So you mentioned that your
joint pains. Yes,
so
yes.
So this is one.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Exactly what I needed.
And then this is the metal. So it's presented for your lung. And also the
Oh my
skin
gosh,
and
this
hair.
is so weird.
Yeah, so this is why.
Everything that I
Yes.
Yes.
This is always the guests like pick it.
Yes.
Also surprised. Oh, how it's like match what they need. The body.
Wow.
Yes.
So when you smell something and it feels right,
Yes. And then
Then
you're
it-
like
yes.
calling It's kind of essential that how can you connect it to the elements.
Yes.
And then your body need, they will tell you that which one you're going to pick. This is suitable for you. So every time it could be different. All right. So ready?
Yes,
We'll
I'm
start
ready.
the treatment.
Ready
Okay,
yesterday.
Thank you.
First, the Human Reset, a 10-minute TCM massage targeting 5 major meridian points. This was followed by a 60-minute meridian massage, a deep flowing treatment designed to unblock the qi and release tension. Then, when you think you've reached peak calm, they give you a 30-minute signature scalp massage that clears your head and quiets your thoughts. "100 minutes later, I feel like a human version of spring. Lighter, clearer, and just a bit smug. Let's just say the stress knots didn't stand a chance."
Look at me. This is me at my absolute relaxed state. I'm just so relaxed right now. That massage was exactly what my body needed. The oil, it actually helped with releasing the blockages, even just smelling it and then feeling it in my body. It was pure luxury as well because the bed was heated. You could tell that the sheets were in high thread count. I mean, even the robe I'm wearing, it's just like a warm hug. I feel like a new person until tomorrow. I think I'm gonna get a good sleep tonight.
Guests are encouraged to arrive early to enjoy the full spa experience. In the steam room and sauna, to a lounge that's basically whispering, "Don't leave." Whether you're navigating deadlines or digestions, hand therapy brings centuries of Chinese wisdom into here and now. It's wellness that doesn't chase trends. It realigns you with nature. After 100 minutes of calm, clarity, and acupressure, I decided to ruin it all by stepping into a Wing Chun studio. From spa serenity to defense strategy, because apparently inner peace isn't enough, you also need a strong stance. It was a baptism of fire with Master Sam Lau. No warm-up, no small talk, just straight up attack demonstration. Welcome to Hong Kong. When people told me to center myself in Hong Kong, I didn't realize they meant literally, through my core, elbows in, and fighting stance. I had the honor of meeting Master Sam Lau, one of the last living students of the legendary Ep3, and one of the most respected teachers of Wing Chun, a close-range form of Chinese Kung Fu rooted in precision, speed, and intention.
Ip Man, when he taught me, he's around 60-something, you know. And in fact, I think I'm the final student, you know. I see. It's not just say Sifu, not like the other classmate or student that they just go and pay a little money and go to school and even don't know who are they, but they still using the name of Ip Man. But me, I was assigned by Ip Man the student. That's it's not easy, you know, because Ip Man so seldom to do it. I think I'm the one that, especially in the final step, you know, he gets signed as a student.
Wing Chun is often misunderstood as flashy kung fu choreography, but it's far from that. It's a discipline built on economy of motion and maximum efficiency. You don't waste energy, you don't fight for show. You fight for balance, for awareness, and if needed, for survival. It was created by a woman, proud of that, passed down through masters, and practiced by icons.
The nun said, don't worry, you come with me. I go up the mountain, I teach you Kung Fu. Later on, you can defend yourself, okay? So the girl went up to the mountain with the nun and learned for a while, you know, Wing Chun. There's no name at all. You learn this kind of technique for a few months, you know. And this man show up again with his followers. He said, oh, you come back to marry me? And this lady said, okay, doesn't matter if you can beat me and marry you. It's okay. Fun and it's fun. Bang, 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 bang. And then this land was beaten up by this lady. And was moved away from his follower. And then never show up again.
And today, taught to me briefly with a lot of corrections. Turns out, Wing Chun isn't just about defending yourself. It's about knowing yourself, your center, your energy, your limits, and how to throw a proper punch without looking like you're trying to swat flies. In a city known for speed and skyline, we went searching for something quieter. And we found it. Along sea-worn coastlines, in silent rooftops, in teacups and tasting menus. We sailed past Llama Island and Aberdeen on a Fullerton yacht. No party playlist, just sea breeze and maybe my overthinking. Because apparently, quiet luxury also means asking if I'm relaxed while trying to look relaxed. We wandered through Murray House and Blake Pier, where colonial charm meets coastal charm. And then we dined at Organic and Mora, where the food was thoughtful, the flavors were clean, and the fermentation, let's just say, this wellness nerd was in her element. This is quiet luxury Hong Kong style, where elegance doesn't need sequins or selfies, just a little awareness and a lot of intention, and occasionally, really good soy. From stillness to stances, tasting menus to tide charts. This was our Hong Kong experiment, part 1. But next week, forget the whispers, because we're turning up the altitude. In part 2, Sky's the Limit, we're going sky high, literally. In part 2, Sky's the Limit, we're going sky high. Champagne above the skyline, tech in the racetrack, art in the millions, and cocktails that I can't pronounce. This is the Hong Kong Experiment Part 2, Sky's the Limit. See you in the clouds!